Curled up in the back of the coupe with the kids, and we sipping on juice. Ooh, about to city to the beach for the getaway. He was gon' bang the highway, I said roll through the boonies, cause that's always a better way. Told her stop messing with these lames, they all featherweight. If you wanna hop in the whip, cruise to another place where the music is good and the vibes is alright. If you roll with the crew, we correct your whole life. You know. Let's go. I saw you at the function with your crew. Now you're all alone. I had to shout on you. So tell me what you're trying to go and do. I'm about accommodation. We can go and we might make a food jump in the lake. You tell me if it's cool. In the water, sand all in your shoes. Drive it to the station. Hey, Lakeside. Frank Ocean, we might play slide. Lakeside. Frank Ocean, we might play slide. What you got, man? Now you're all alone, I had to slide on you. So tell me what you're trying to go and do. I'm about accommodation. We can go and we might make a move jump in the lake. You tell me if it's cool. Sand on the sand all in your shoes. I drive it to the station. Lakeside. Frank Ocean, we might play slide. Lakeside. Frank Ocean, we might play slide. Yo, thank you. This is WEFT, 90.1 FM. We are Flat Moon Theory.
What was that song called?
That was called Lakeside. Unfortunately, we don't have that song on any streaming platforms. But you know what? Goals for the coming months.
All right, I must intervene here. You said unfortunately. That means it was a WEFT exclusive. That's a good thing.
Woo! I hope it was perfect.
You don't have to apologize for things that we like. That song has only been available in the past few minutes on our station.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do you one better. We are so wildly inefficient that almost everything we're gonna play here tonight is gonna be a WEFT exclusive.
I feel like a lesson of marketing is you can actually take words like wildly inefficient and you can turn them into positives and you see, with radio, people can't see you going, but with a camera, they can. So some of the magic is lost.
Listen, I wear it all on my sleeve. I'm all about honesty and letting the people know what goes on behind the curtain.
We have no place for you here then. No, seriously.
Well, I guess I'll grab my bag.
We probably can do a very honest roll call and identify you were going to introduce your band, and I'm all for that. So let's...
My name is Black Daniel White. That's my stage name. My real name is Daniel White. So boom, it's self-explanatory. That's my name. Oh, you want me to explain?
No, that's my name. You introduced.
Oh, that's Jake Rodier. Jake Rodier, yeah. Pianist. Woohoo!
I was afraid you were doing Snoop Doggy Dogg for a second.
No, that is Sawyer Pearson, man on the drums. Shout out to him. Adam Clement, our in-house Abercrombie and Finch model. Shout out to Adam, and we've got Jake Julian on the guitar. That's the band.
How do you let them know which one of them you're trying to get the attention of?
Oh, the Jakes?
Yeah.
He says Jake 1, but
That's
I call
a lie.
him Piano Jake.
Okay. I wondered if it was like you say Jake and everybody in the band just turns around.
No.
Just two of us.
Yeah.
Half of the band.
So, less than Jake.
Pretty much.
Okay.
should we do a next song? Can we explain how we came together? What do we want to do?
Why don't you do a song, keep people waiting just a little bit for it?
Okay, yeah. Keep some mystery.
Maybe 2 in a row, and we'll come back and we'll have a real chat.
A real chat? I like that. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, WEFT with Flat Moon Theory.
Flat Moon Theory.
Yeah, I help you find what you're looking for. You and I will walk on through that door. I help you find what you're looking for. You and I will step on through that door. Yeah, sing it. You and I, you and I, you and I, oh, you and I.
He's a plan, the chance of being free. Sounds like bleak gray sleeves on all the trees. Come on, all the leaves will fall. I was shrouded in snow and I'm here. My mother's call like Danny put on a jacket. This winter weather is living. Only just been a year. My winter coat isn't fitting. Up home to the coat rack I go. Zip, zip, zip. Mama, I'm warm now. Now let me run. I'm trying to go down to my boy's house. Snowy sidewalks, strutting in the street, remaining sleek. Crushed below the weight up on my feet. Cars slow as they pass us out of lesson. School was canceled, so you know I'm effervescent. Stop by the shack, let me grab some fries. Know they opened up when the sun was high. I'm probably gonna wrestle, probably build a castle, and Lord knows what happens if Lewis takes a loss. He'll probably start cussing us all and throwing snowballs. And then the sun sets when the house we crawl. Yeah. Get a little chicken, little hot chocolate. Mama's cooking flawless, always steady tripping. No food in the fridge, no lunch for all the kids. Always making trouble, but you know what it is. Yeah, Jake, I said you know what it is. You know what it is. Good times, man.
Oh, I help you find what you're looking for. You and I will walk on through that door. I help you find what you're looking for. You and I will step on through that door. You and I, you and I, you and I, oh, you and I.
Take it home. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Daisy, come on. Go right in. Come on. Give it to him. Show him straight. Have a lot of fun.
I've been thinking about you lately. Darling, you just look so fine. I just wanna call you baby. I just wanna make you mine. So come on up a little closer to me. Move those hips from side to side. The way you move has got me crazy. Maybe we can find the time to let go of everything. Let go of everything. I want you, you want me to. Let's lose ourselves, do that thing they do. I want you to feel the way I do. I can't help myself, you're on my mind.
my lady, baby. Oh, that little lick is driving crazy. My lady ain't did every day, so let's get lazy and watch some Scorsese again. Till our heads get hazy, you're feeling crazy. We like the veggies on our pizza with very little grease. Delivery is here, we tear the pie into the pieces. Sun seeking through the shades, lost track of all our days, and that's just day one. You blaze, yeah, we blasting the stations. Togetherness, this is liberation. You know me very well, and you can read my intonations. And we can watch Netflix, and yeah, we can just chat. It's moments like that which inspire these fat raps, my muse. Let's grab some ooh, and we can sing of all our blues. And forever on this cloudy cruise, up on this cloudy cruise. Ooh.
I want you, you want me to, let's lose ourselves and do that thing they do. I want you to feel the way I do. I can't help myself, you're on my mind. I want you, you want me to, let's lose ourselves and do that thing they do. I want you to feel the way I do. I can't help myself, you're on my mind.
Two songs. Thank you. We appreciate it. We are Flat Moon Theory. You're rocking with WEFT, 90.1 FM.
The best thing you could start out with now, if we're going to talk, is to tell us if you have any upcoming shows.
Back to that highly inefficient part that I referenced at the beginning. No, we don't have any shows.
But how do we book you?
How do you guys book us? Jake, you usually go through your email, right?
So you can reach out to us on Facebook through Flat Moon Theory, on Flat Moon Theory Band on Facebook. You can reach out to us through our email, that is flatmoontheoryband@gmail.com. And you can also find us individually on Facebook, Daniel White, Jake Julian.
I'm curious, if we don't put band, do we get the original Flat Moon Theory?
You'll get a weird conspiracy group.
The actual theory.
The actual Flat Moon Theory.
So, if there is a weird conspiracy group, now I'd like to know how you came to call yourselves that.
Ooh, I see what you did. That was slick. Don't look at me, Jake. This is your doing.
I'm trying to look around at everybody so that I don't make anybody uncomfortable.
I am the newest addition to this collective. I have nothing to do with the name. I recuse myself of all responsibility.
If the other four all do, then we're in trouble.
Well, the name is supposed to speak the truth of the Flat Moon.
Okay.
People don't realize it, but really, it's just a piece of cardboard in the sky the government puts up to control
the
our
government?
minds.
I thought Jason hung it up every. Well, are you with the government? Moving on.
Somebody was supposed to pick that up, man. Somebody was like, yeah.
Recipes. Let's talk about something safe.
Something. Yeah. Oh, okay. Got you. But yeah, no. So, Flat Moon Theory. We didn't come together. Y'all came together through Allen Hall, right? UIUC. We're college students. Y'all are juniors, sophomores, juniors. I'm a super senior.
There is a school here, isn't there?
There is. You know.
Maybe even two.
It's off there in the corner, tax exempt, big, takes up a whole lot of land.
I wondered why parking was so hard to find this week.
I'm telling you. It's crazy. They all moved in, and we're part of that group of people that came in and then flooded the city with empty Bud Light cans on the sidewalk.
And suddenly I have 5 new listeners every week. I'm down. That takes us up to 6 or 7.
Okay. Improvement is improvement. I'm sure we'll take it wherever we can. But yeah, no, you guys came together during freshman year, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Allen Hall. And how long were you guys playing before I jumped in?
It was a semester. It was the pop music ensemble led by Derek Cordova at Allen Hall, who has been a wonderful, wonderful guide for us throughout this whole process of being a band, and who also has started lots of other bands in this area.
Yeah.
The pop music ensemble has been a breeding ground or a spawning ground for a lot of the music that's coming out of the student scene.
I am curious about one thing. When I was, how do I say this? My introduction to Champaign-Urbana and the University of Illinois, Allen Hall at the time evoked a lot of response because it was the height of 90s alternative culture. Now, is it any other dorm now, or is it the height of whatever decade this is culture?
Allen Hall is definitely the place of alternative, indie. And we were deep rooted in that. Pizza FM, the DIY shows. We run a venue in Urbana called The Source, where we throw concerts for punk bands and hip hop artists. We've done comedy. We've done hip hop, freestyle battles.
Like seances, or I don't know.
Hopefully this semester, we're trying.
Because the thing is, when I first heard of Allen Hall, it was like, oh, some people there even smoke. It was. I'm thinking maybe what qualifies as alternative isn't what it was then. So I obviously don't want to get anybody in trouble. I'm just curious. Is it like check it out and prepared to be wowed, or is it like just live and let live, or extra special classes used to be offered, I remember, for credit?
You can take calculus in the basement. It's a good community for kids to get accustomed to college and also express themselves creatively.
I mean, I think Laurie Anderson was an artist in residence there, so I'm wondering, do they still have special celebrities? Okay, so you are gatekeepers of a very exclusive community.
I wouldn't think so.
You're modest also. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
It occurred to me, all our out-of-state listeners, because I was kidding about the 5 to 7 listeners.
I'm sure you were.
We have people that, they're not going to know the difference between Allen Hall and there's a specific one I'm thinking of, and it's not coming to me. The one on Lincoln. Anyway. I'm thinking back when dorms weren't even co-ed, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Allen was co-ed before a lot of them.
Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about. I cannot remember the name of it. It might be Daniel, something like that. I know. I can see the building right now.
Excellent. Yeah, and if you can't see the building, come and have a tour.
Yeah, it's a nice place. It's that whole side of the university is actually pretty nice. I like that side of the university.
As opposed to some side that's not as nice, I guess.
There are definitely some other sides of the university that are just a little bit more bland. I'll go on record and
the
say
subterranean, deep, cavernous underground.
That's right.
All right, what do you have for us next?
That is a great question. Let's do Dilla.
Dilla?
Okay, and do a couple in a row again if you want.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Let's go. Come on, yeah. The drizzle on this summer night, the trees encumber on my sight of the moon and the stars, bright lights in the city to eternity we are drawn. When you're standing with me, I'm standing in the rain and you're fashion, you're pretty, and we run to your apartment, you wanna get gone with me. I'm standing in the street, I'm yelling, ain't it gorgeous? The beauty God afforded, all the blessings we've extorted. This damn air and whistling trees. What an affair when you're kissing on me. You wanna stray, I pull away. Can we linger? No not today. I know that he's violent, I can see you working up the strength in Italy. Why wait, why wait, why wait? I know that he's violent, I can see you working up the strength in Italy. Why wait, why wait, why wait? And when you pull up, you wanna get gone, girl, you lay down crying because he's just so strong. My lovely little lady, I've been worried about you lately. You're caught in a shaky situation. I know you want to go, girl. And when you pull up, you wanna get gone, girl, you lay down crying because he's just so strong. My lovely little lady, I've been worried about you lately. You're caught in a shaky situation. I know you want to go, girl. The silhouette in the window is shining against the street light. Close the blinds, they cannot see us all in the late night. I'm blasting, racing, shirt overhead, you got down, you started timing. Baby, let me go, I got an 8 again, bitch, just hit on 3 and I slid on you at 10. It's 2 minute round, I cannot go up and I get in. If I go in that deeper, I'ma have to make you my can't dry off my, I'm all up in your juice. Walk me to the door and you started pulling on, ooh. Started in my little pocket, you pulled out a little, oopie. Yeah, let's go. I know that he's violent, I can see working up the strength you need to leave. Why wait, why wait, why wait? I know that he's violent, I can see you working up the strength you need to leave. Why wait, why wait, why wait? When they pull up, you wanna get gone, girl, you lay down crying because he's just so strong. My lovely little lady, I've been worried about you lately. You're caught in a shaky situation. I know you want to go, girl. And when they pull up, you wanna get gone, girl, you lay down crying because it's just so strong. My lovely little lady, I've been worried about you lately. You're caught in a shaky situation. I know you want to go, girl. Give it some time.
I love that song. I don't think I'll ever write anything like that again. I'm horrible at writing melodies, so I'm very surprised that I was able to pull that off in writing that. Y'all wanna skip the new one? Let's go to the Sorcerer. Let's do Sorcerer. Let's do Sorcerer.
Bring us in.
Black brothers on the floor. It's 2 a.m. on Wednesday and we're conjuring the jokes. When our peers would snuggy snore. And we would chitty chat about the people cuddle close and who could catch a stroke. Whoa, it's bomb building through melee and blind women in trouble that had us muddled and trained of ambition. We pushing. You would give a life a cushion. And people swear it's spoiled, but bro, I know you're cooking. Love all you have in this life. Isn't it so beautiful, right? Love all you have in this life. Isn't it so beautiful, right? Hold up. Your mother loves you, she shields you from all pain. And every time I speak, you behave like you're depraved. Living rent free in a home alone to you. sponsored by her wallet, and smoking's what you love to do. You left the job, you kept the one at Macy's. You're quite angry at your treatment from all your ladies in your own and abandoned by your friends. But you dumped your other friends and adopted the new plan. You expect your friends to function as your fans. You're not really up on expanding on your brand. You need it for support, that's all you've ever known. You really fighting coming up into your own, and yeah, you're flown from all responsibility, despite your artistic ability. And now you're losing credibility, cause you're less concerned with practice and obsessed with visibility. I loved your music, all the snippets that I've heard. Mostly chance, you've never been great with words. Although I'm critical, I'm wishing you the best. I pray you find what you need, bro, cause you so blessed. Love all you have in this life. Isn't it so beautiful, right? Love all you have in this life. Isn't it so beautiful, right? Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Come on, come on.
Talk, talk. So that was called The Sorcerer. So in our time together, as you see us right now, I think we've recorded maybe 2 songs or so. One of which was Daisy. I think it was the second song that we played. That you can find on Spotify. It's the only song that we have out that's currently released, unfortunately. But The Sorcerer was also recorded. It hasn't been mixed and mastered, and it's kind of just been sitting in this Google Drive of other unfinished ideas that we have yet to really polish and present to the world. But, you know, a little history. So, I mean, these guys got together while they were in Allen Hall, but I didn't come along until about a semester later. I'm a DJ. That's how Jake came to know me. Somebody, I imagine it was another DJ, fell through for a show that he was putting together at this place called the Org House. It no longer exists. It was a house, an amazing house in Urbana that people used to throw shows at. Somebody fell through, and I knew another local DJ that was in the same organization as him, Electronic Music Club. Mateo, shout out to him. He's a great DJ. I love the kid. We met each other at Canopy Club during some of the open deck sessions. We got to talking and whatnot. But at some point, he suggested that Jake book me. Jake hits me up on Facebook, asks to hear some of my mixes. I send him some of my stuff on SoundCloud, and he loves it. It was a funk and R&B, hip hop kind of bass show, and that's somewhat of the pocket that I sit in, really. So he really enjoyed some of the stuff that I did when I went and did my set. I think he also enjoyed. I'd like to say that he also enjoyed it. I can't say that for sure. I don't know.
I like
but
it. Yeah.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
cool, good. Thank you, very reassuring. So he liked the stuff that I did, and at some point he asked me to join the band as a DJ, and that's what I did. And the whole thought was that we were gonna do kind of electro house music, and I was gonna use samples and cue points and a few other tools to give us a completely different sound than what you've been hearing today.
So that's the way you all became the Brady Bunch.
Yeah,
In a nutshell.
effectively.
I like to tell that story because I honestly had no intention ever of being the front man that I've become. It was part necessity, part happenstance.
And now you're king of Allen Hall.
I never lived in Allen Hall. Let me make that clear.
I don't think they have a residency requirement. I think royalty exists separately of of landlord agreements.
It does. It does. But, you know, I'm a transfer student. I think these guys started here. I did 2 years somewhere else, and then I transferred here.
Was it in Illinois?
No. I'm from Jersey originally.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Jersey.
North or south?
North Jersey.
Okay.
I'm from North Jersey originally. Roselle is about 20 minutes south of Newark for everybody that's listening in the tri-state area. Woohoo. Yeah, shout out to Jersey. Shout out to New York. I love y'all. I did 2 years at Goucher College just outside of Baltimore. Love Baltimore as well. Love the school. It wasn't a great fit for me academically, though, so I shot out here, and somewhere along the line I met these guys.
And you have everybody in Baltimore and Jersey, North Jersey listening, right?
I'll have them watching this video on YouTube.
Well, they can do both.
Yeah, they can do both. I guarantee you, no, my friends are not radio people, but they will watch this video on YouTube.
They'll learn. Sure. Maybe they could learn to be as they mature.
Hopefully.
As they mature.
I mean,
like that, yeah.
I wouldn't apply such a heavy hand, but we're a radio station, so I can't be like, oh yeah, radio's dead technology. You know, it's like.
No, I feel you.
No, yeah.
I'm not sure if there's good Well, no, there's WBGO. They're a good jazz station.
I'm thinking they might have a good community radio station there to enjoy. So
yeah, in Jersey, I think it's WBGO. It's a pretty decent jazz station. My parents listen to it a lot. But they've been, as a lot of radio stations, they've been struggling a lot in recent years.
Oh yeah.
So,
as we have Pledge Drive starting September 3rd, be aware that other stations are also struggling. Pretty much, I think most volunteer organizations are struggling, and some charities turn out to be scams. So do your research.
Yeah, please do your research. Shameless plug for this place, though. Great community radio. Great community radio. And thank you guys for having us.
We're happy to be had.
I don't know. Do you have any other questions? I think we've got maybe two songs more.
Well, I will just ask. Please warn me before you start your last song, and you still have plenty of time. But
we've got plenty of time.
Yeah, just let me know before you start your last song so that I can have music waiting when the song is over.
Okay. No
but
problem.
we can talk for 15 minutes before your last song if you want. We always try to kind of sum up, tell website and repeat the show dates, except that there aren't necessarily any, but to repeat unless you booked one after I asked you.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe somebody here was like, hey, can you play my wedding?
Wildly inefficient, this band. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we just got here. We just got back today.
Yeah, hey, that's really what it is. We just got back today. Usually, during last year, we pretty much had an almost full schedule.
I mean, if you've got classes to worry about, I don't think you have to make excuses.
But, I mean, it's like I said, last semester we had a pretty full schedule. We were performing almost every other weekend, and I think we've done a good job of trying to expand the types of venues that we're performing at. It's less dingy basements and more. There's a wider variety, which is plenty good. So, y'all want to get into these last two? Sure. Let's go.
All right.
The new funk one without a name.
New funk one without a name.
Boca Raton, where you be at? The halfway house, that's inside the world where they relapse and cracks in character come undone. It's irate about provisions for them, and you see them overcome and wash away in the waters that rise with the sun. Cause daughters is making orders on the slide in the slumps, and now they slump, and they not getting up. And so your circle's getting smaller, but you stand a little taller. Into the, from the altars.
Let's go. Keep it going.
Cause when they force you down south, you ain't wanna go back. It ain't the same when everybody relapse. And yeah, they force you down south and now you wanna go back. It's not the same when everybody relapse. everybody relapse. It's not the same when everybody relapse. When everybody relapse.
New song that we've been trying to put together. We've been trying to produce a lot more in Ableton and with electronic music, kind of to ramp up our production of songs, and that's I think that's the probably one of the first products of that. So yeah,
I had a request.
yeah. What's up?
Right now, do you only have one more song?
We do only have one more song.
Is there any way you could do
like
Happy
7.
Birthday or a cover or something? Because you're gonna, you
y'all
started late, and you're gonna finish early, and I'm just thinking you get an hour unless you really don't want it.
I mean, we definitely have a lot of covers in the bag. We like nixed a lot of songs just because we didn't want to do stuff that was like really high energy.
I would love for you to just do 2 more songs of your choice,
Great,
and
yeah.
we'll talk before the very, very last one. But I was afraid if I waited until that might be it. So
Yeah, no problem. No
Okay.
problem.
Thank
Let's do
you.
our thing.
Huh? I say we do, let's just do it live, man.
No, ear hole.
Ear hole?
You think we can pull it off?
Yeah, we
Man, I
can
haven't
pull
done
it
ear
off.
hole in a while.
Oh my goodness! Do you want to go into come down?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hold on. So yeah, after we recorded those 2 songs, Daisy and Snowflake, and not Snowflakes, the Sorcerer. After we went to go get those 2 songs recorded, we've really been pushing to try and produce a lot more work in Ableton and in Logic, so that we can again ramp up our production, because we recognize that we've got a lot of writing in house going on. We've got a lot of writing in house, but we do a really bad job of putting some of this stuff on wax and recording this stuff so that people can enjoy it outside of these house shows. So what we're really trying to do is create on a platform that's more feasible and more viable. So let's get it. Come on.
I'm gonna give you what you're here for. I've got the means to take you there. I'm not here to kill you softly, trying to be good to your heart. Put your hands together, come on, stomp your feet. Oh, put your hands together, come on and stomp your feet. Oh, put your hands together, stomp your feet. Hey, get some good for your body, ladies. Come on, feet. Acting your brain like silly putty, leaving you in a better frame of mind, drowning out the voices that might bug you, trying to be good to your heart. Put your hands together, come on, stomp your feet. Put your hands together, come on and stomp your feet. Yes, Lord. Put your hands together, come on, get to the beat. There's a good time waiting for you. Come on and let's get free. I'm gonna give you what you're here for. I got the means to take you there. I'm not here to treat you softly, but I promise that I'm good to take you there. Hey, I said, put your hands together. Come on, stomp your feet. Oh, put your hands
really came for. You doing shots from afar, I'ma meet you at your front door. So hard to be doing what you really meant for, beauty. But don't I make it look easy, and don't I make it look good? Hey, you drank up all my liquor, come on, what I want to do now? And you talking all that, come on, girl, you gon' have to back it up. If I get too high now, sugar, come on, man, I might never come down. And you might not ever come down, so let me get down. Sing, say you might never, ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay a while. You might never, ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay a while. Hey, I can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it with the big bad dough. See it with the pitch black, with your frames on. Let me take the off, let me get the full scope. Yeah, cool bean HD, let me take another picture, let me pull up to the pre-show. Yeah, cool beans, there's a whole lot of. Let me help you with the pre-roll. You drink up all my liquor, come on, girl, what I'm supposed to do now? I see, drop, get all that. Come on, girl, you gon' have to back it up. If I get too high now, shit, come on, man, I might never come down. You might not ever come down now. Let me get down. Never, ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay a while. You might never, ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, don't run.
Do it live.
Do it live.
I'll do it. You wanna make it our last one?
Well, first of all, I don't think I could answer you because my mic was off. Now it's on. So you have technically 5 minutes that the show normally would go, plus the other 10 minutes that you were late getting on. So you should have at least 15 minutes. This is normally where we talk a little bit before the last song, if that's cool. I did want to say, I don't know if it's just that I finally could pay more attention, but I especially liked that one. You had a really nice groove. I didn't expect it to end so abruptly, but I was noticing I was into it, and
Not our
so. What was it?
It's Earhole by D'Angelo.
No.
No.
It's
Funkadelic.
Good to Your Earhole, a song off an old Funkadelic record. Oh man, I forgot what the record's called. It's got The Exorcist
Well,
on the cover.
the fact that I couldn't tell it was Funkadelic is probably to your credit, because if I'd said, "Oh, it's Funkadelic," but you made it yours. So
We do a little mix with that, and then another artist called Anderson .Paak. So the second half of that song is "Come Down" by Anderson .Paak mixed.
that's interesting because
Yeah.
we were talking about it sounding like Anderson .Paak, and some of us more than others.
Yeah.
Right.
I won't say who knew Anderson .Paak and who didn't, but we were having a very hipster conversation. So
I mean, that song is how I ultimately ended up becoming a frontman. They did covers before I got with them. They needed somebody to do the cover for them for a show, and I was just like, oh, I know that song. I can do that song. Just trying to fill a necessity, and we did it. And it was actually pretty fun. It was really energetic. People enjoyed themselves. It was a good time. And so somewhere along the line, I just started seeing pressure from Adam and pressure from Sawyer to act as a front man more.
Because he's good.
As a rapper.
And so after a few months, this kind of just became my role. Didn't ask for.
you are the Anderson .Paak of the band.
Oh God, let's not go there. Only in headwear. Only in headwear.
But don't mind me. I was the one saying, "Oh, I've loved Anderson .Paak ever since he was Gloria Vanderbilt's little boy." That's Anderson Cooper, you idiot.
I know. My mom talks about Gloria Vanderbilt a lot. I don't know
Well,
why.
she just passed away. She was 95.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you're 95, you don't owe people a whole lot of explanations. You've paid your dues usually.
Most definitely.
But-
Most definitely.
Still sad. I think unless somebody is responsible for millions of people, lost in genocide, I'm generally sad when people die. So
Condolences either way.
yes.
Y'all wanna?
Oh, we should give out your social media because branding and tell people your name.
Right.
Because if they don't know who you were this whole hour, then we've just wasted an hour.
Completely forgotten.
Had a good time, but
We're Flat Moon Theory. You're here with WEFT 90.1 FM. And Jake, you can handle the social media because I'm irresponsible.
If you liked any of what you heard tonight, well, you can check us out on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. Type in FLATMOONTHEORYBAND, and you will find us. There's a big picture of Daniel's face angrily yelling at a basement concert. And you can keep up to date with our shows if you live in the Chicagoland area, or our music if you listen on any major platforms like Spotify or Apple Music.
I have the most important question of the night. You said if you enjoyed this hour of music, what do your T-shirts look like?
Oh, gosh.
Because if you aren't already selling T-shirts, that's like money just going up in flames.
I guess we've got money going up in flames.
Well, I'm thinking your name
We do have buttons.
lends itself very well to a T-shirt or 6 or 7 competing designs that people could
It
select.
does. I mean, we've had designs presented to us. Some have worked, some haven't. I think we had some buttons. We had some buttons going around for a while. Those did pretty decently well. It was cool.
Courtesy of the music business class.
Well, in this age of music being free online, bands that don't have T-shirts and have a name that would just sell the T-shirts before people even look at them.
Right.
I'm just trying to look out for you guys' longevity and getting booked and remembered and all that.
Yeah,
So
I appreciate it. I mean, we've been. I think we've been heavily focused on trying to get into the habit of writing more music and better music, and we have entertained a lot of designers. It's just kind of fallen to the wayside. We need a manager.
is this an open call that you'll be accepting resumes at that email or
This
Facebook?
is 100% an open call. Any booking agents, any managers, we desperately need you. We have potential. We just need someone to do something with it.
Pick our T-shirts.
Well, I
you
bet
know?
if you just promise up front dental insurance, you'll get lots of applicants.
We can't do that.
Well, that's the same problem WEFT has.
That's a pretty real problem. I'm not sure if
Daniel will fix their teeth for them.
Oh,
I have
now
a good friend.
that's-
I have a good friend who's a dentist.
That's interesting.
I can't. That sounds like a threat.
Yeah, it kind of does.
That sounds like a threat.
You have my attention. I'm not sure in a good way, but I'm
You
certainly.
spoke once and you messed it up. Can we get to music? Or should
All
we
right.
not
So,
get to
well,
music?
no. You should here's what we'll do. You play one more song. Everybody, please stay tuned for their last song, and then we should have another 45 minutes of local music after they're done. So 2 hours of local music, courtesy of
Flat Moon Theory.
and WEFT 90.1 FM. Thanks to Mike Ingram for booking, Mike Feldman for sound engineering, Mr. Liggett here for being secret cameraman whose cover I just blew, and everybody who's part of tonight. Okay, thanks. I'll be in the booth.
Yeah.
Do it live. Let's do it.
High note. Come on, pick it up a little bit more. Pick it up. I know it's been a minute, but we can go there. Come on, Jake, let's go. I go big, I do it live, I catch a vibe. When I'm doing it live, I go big, I do it live, I catch a vibe. When I'm doing it live, I feel the tune now, all across the room. You catch a groove now. When you're feeling the tune, I feel the groove now. All across the room now. I feel the tune now. Let it breathe for a bit, come on. Rest it. Let's go. Keep going. Let's take him to the verse, Sawyer. My recitation is a recipe to move the room. Your recitation needs resuscitation on the groove. So boom, don't be so doom and gloom. Cause I'll call your mother and inquire what he do. Can I step, can I groove? Can we get into the tune? Cause
for the biddies when we touch down in your city, cause we come through the crowd. We bring the ceiling down, and rhythm gon' reverberate all around the town, and we deliver till every show we kill. And it's pull up and they request to be our meal, and some I might decline, others but if she petite and saucy, I might be so inclined. Come on, girl, and bust your wine. Come on, have a good time, go big. We do it live. Catch a vibe. When we're doing it live, we go big. We do it live. Catch a vibe. Sawyer, take it to the bridge. Come on. Talk to 'em. Yeah.
We're Flat Moon Theory. Flat Moon Theory Band. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this last hour of music. I hope we were entertaining. You can check us out on Spotify. Flat Moon Theory. We have one song out called Daisy. We're hoping to get a lot more up within the next few months. We've got some time ahead of us. We're finally back together. We had the summer off. We haven't seen each other all summer. I think we started practicing yesterday, so we've got a whole lot ahead of us, and hopefully we've got music is in that bunch, and hopefully new dates and new venues and different places in different cities are in that bunch also. So thank you guys. Thank you to WEFT 90.1 FM for supporting us and bringing us here. Thank you to Mike Ingram for booking us, and thank you to everybody else who's been supporting this, who's the supporting team for this. We appreciate you guys.